Hello everybody, I'm Sneaksy Gamer and welcome back to Thief the Dark Project. Today we're moving on to the next chapter in the game. We just finished the Lost City and now we're going on to the Hammer Temple.
Getting the talismans of air and earth will be an interesting challenge, but I'll need them if I want to get the eye for Constantine. They're well hidden inside the city's Hammer Temple, so I'll have to do some scouting around. Problem is, the place is fully active day and night. Not even I could stay undetected for very long. Well, they say that the best place to hide a letter is on the mantelpiece. With that in mind, I'll be going in by the front door, dressed as a Hammerite novice. That should be perfect, since novices aren't allowed to speak while on the temple grounds. My contacts can get me a novice's pass to get me through the gate. Once inside, I'll be free to take my time, explore the place thoroughly, and find the talismans. As long as I don't do anything violent, or get caught somewhere I shouldn't be. Because as the new arrival, I'll be the first person they'll suspect if anything goes wrong.
So we're going undercover. In fact, that's the name of this mission, is Undercover. So, posing as a Hammerite novice, present your credentials to the guard at the gate and enter the Hammerite temple. Search the temple and discover where the talismans of air and earth are kept. When you find them, take them. Oh, and while you're looting the place, steal the Hammer's holy first hammer from their reliquary. In addition to stealing the talisman, steal 2,400 worth of valuables while you're in the temple. Don't kill any of the Hammerites while you're on the job, and once you've achieved your other objectives, get out of the temple and back to the city streets. Now this chapter, it can be difficult because it's a rather small area with a lot of patrols, but hopefully I shouldn't have too much trouble with it. I'm going to buy a couple of gas arrows because I want to use those later in here. I think I want the water arrows, I'm not certain, but moss arrows, and then a couple healing potions, and I guess I'll get a noisemaker arrow. Now let's hope I can do this. Over here just brings you alongside the temple. I don't need to go down here, but if I go down there, I'll come out behind this wall and it's beside the temple. I can't get in from the side, I have to go through the front door. And the in-game audio was a little loud there, so I had to turn it down. And again, over that way just brings me alongside the temple.
Present thy credentials, novice.
And here we've got the scroll that I have for the credentials. As approved by His Eminence the High Priest Markander, we deliver unto you this novice, under the standard agreement of service. The novice is sent with full status and training as such, and should serve with humility and vigor to the best of his skills. He will endure a standard 3-year contract of service, at the end of which he will be considered for indoctrination as an elevated acolyte. The novice has been instructed in the rules and strictures of the order, has sworn his warrants to be silent, and his vigils, and knows to maintain the marked privacies as indicated by the standard inverted red hammer sigil. Please remit periodic evaluations of his conduct as warranted or at 6-month intervals. May the hammer fall on the unrighteous. Officially, Brother Satchelman.
Open the gate!
Now we've got a note here. In light of the recent break-in at Craig's Cleft, all temple patrols will be doubled until further notice. Which isn't exactly good news for me. But now that I'm in here, I don't want to be seen taking that, so... Got a couple of patrols over here. There's a lot of guys in here. Just saying. Okay, that guy's going downstairs. That guy's going over. This is going to be a lot of waiting for good timing and stuff, but it is a rather short chapter, so, or it can be anyway. Somebody's coming this way. Hopefully I can get him out of the way. Right away. And I don't think he should be seen there. Next up. We've got this guy, but I can't. Put him anywhere else right now. But now we've got the barracks, which I'm not supposed to be allowed to go into, but I don't believe there's anything in them, but it makes it easier if I can take out the guards so I have somewhere to put the bodies. And this guy, as you can see, is facing right towards me.
Thou should not be in the barracks, brother. Remember that novices...
Yeah, shut up. I know novices aren't allowed to be in here, but... you really think that's gonna stop me? We've got a couple of guards over on the other side, but I think I should be okay with only taking all these ones. There's chests in here, but they're empty. So, here's our first bit of loot. Got a guard there. And there.
The rules do not permit novices in the barracks, as thou should well know. Be off.
I think I should be okay if I leave those guys. But anyway, we've got a book and a scroll here. Or a papyrus, I believe. I am a wall builder. Let my walls endure from season to season, year to year, and age to age. Let my walls stand while families toil, armies march, and empires fall. I am a wall builder, and my walls will stand always as a shield against evil. This I pray, that will the Master Builder grant. Then we've got the Hammerite Compendium of Precepts, Regimens, and Rules of Conduct, Volume 12. The Builder gave thou the raw stuff of thy life. Make thou a great work of it, or thou mockest his gifts. And we've got quite a few of those in this area, but considering it's a temple, they're going to have a lot of holy books and holy word and stuff.
Meanest thou the action on DeWall's thugs?
Verily. Some have told me it was his own brethren who in sin didst turn him in.
Thieves betray their own. Now, as always.
So now I'm going to follow this guy out here. Close the door. And I'll knock him out. Actually, I think I can just leave him here. But I'd rather, as you've seen in my other videos, I'd rather put them somewhere where I know they won't be found, or somewhere where it's less likely for them to be found. And just throwing him out in the middle of a highly lit area is very likely for him to be found if somebody is patrolling. It sounds like my dog is barking in the background. I apologize if that's being picked up. But now, this guy here, I can pretty much just walk up behind him and knock him out. And him, I think I'll just leave over here because I don't believe there are any more enemies up on this level other than those guys in the barracks. So here we've got the Sacred Skull of Saint Yora, builder of vision and devout keeper of the faith. That's nothing to me. That's not anything I can pick up. The first hammer, symbol of our ascent from the trickster's shadow. That was one of my objectives, to get that. So now I've gotten the first hammer. And then this one is the Forge's Child. This hammer was the first to be cast out of a mold. It was brought into the world by Father Tenor, now sainted. And that's not loot, that hammer. Now we've got a couple of guards up here. And we can hear guards patrolling on the floor below. Now, if I can aim this gas barrel properly. I got them both. That's what I wanted to do. Now, not that it really makes much of a difference, but I'm going to drag them out of that area off to the side. And we've got another piece of loot here. we see that inverted red hammer symbol, which means I am not supposed to go in that room. But since when has that ever stopped me before? Got a couple of gold bottles in here, and a locked chest that I cannot pick the lock on. I need a key, and a couple books. Hammerite Compendium of Precepts, Regimens, and Rules of Conduct, Volume 7. When the builder walks before thee and builds for thee a fortress, wilt thou go inside and shut the door, or wilt thou say, Yes, and now I shall raise one of my own? And Hammerite Compendium of Precepts, Regimens, and Rules of Conduct, Volume 199. So there's a lot of these. A flaw in the gear will fate it to shatter. A flaw in the beam harbors the termite. A flaw in a man's righteousness encompasses his death. We don't find every single one of those because that would just be way too much reading, but there are several of them. This is volume 141. When the builder came amongst his children and asked, Who is it that hath spoiled this work? Then didst his errant son answer, I do not know. Then didst the builder cast down his son and smite him with his hammer. For is it not known that a mistake may be mastered, but a lie lasteth forever on the tongue? Okay, how did I open the door from over here? Volume 2. When the thief did cry to the master, Release me, for I repent and shall do good all my days. Then did the master strike the thief's hand from him with a blade, and the master said, Go now and do good, for thy repentance has been paid. Volume 53. To use thy chisel is to blunt its edge against the stone. To not use thy chisel is to waste its edge. Yeah, there's several of these in this room. Volume 94. Guard thy tongue from falsehood as thou guardest thy purse from a jackablade. Guard thy hand from misdeed as thou guardest thy house from firelighters. Volume 108. Mortar cannot hold when the stone is not strong and clean. Before beginning thy endeavors, look to thy material, both physical and spiritual. Temple authorization and access. Novices, as per the official books, are not permitted keys and are not allowed to enter restricted areas for any reason. These areas are to be designated by the standard red inverted hammer. Temple guardsmen are not permitted keys, but may enter restricted areas in pursuit of their function. Temple priests will be issued keys to most areas and are allowed in restricted rooms when authorized by the high priest. They are also, of course, allowed in their own quarters, but not in those of other priests. The high priest is granted the master key, has no restrictions to access, and will keep in his possession the holy symbol of the temple. And another one. Volume 36. Time once past, the harlot did say to the priest, Tarry a while and wait upon thy duties, and the priest did tarry. Okay. Not sure that was really relevant, but... No, I think that's it for this floor. This is the part that I hate, because there's way more guards down here than there should be. I mean, way too many. They make it very difficult. And I think those are considered the barracks, so I shouldn't be in there. in. There's chests in here, but they are empty. There's nothing on the shelves. In fact, there's only one thing to note out here, and that is a lever right there. But I can't use that just yet. Well, I could, but I shouldn't use it just yet. And all of these rooms down here have the red hammer symbol, which means I'm not allowed in any of these. And this is the High Priest's room. And there he is right there. And we've got a lot of guards in this area down here. I don't think there's any up here. No. Okay. I mean, there's got to be like 5 or 6 guards out down here. It's just like way too many for me to deal with if I'm not careful. Why? I don't understand why he attacked me. I don't think he saw me. Did he see the corpse over here? Or not corpse, but the... Apparently he had somehow seen me. I don't know how, but he did. Somehow saw me raise my blackjack and immediately reacted. Now, I believe...
Some do say the Baron means to raise the tariffs again, even on greens and meat.
The wretched man serves only the merchants in his own greed.
His grandfather cares less.
Of course, I just activated 2 more guards. Actually, I think I'm going to go back so that I can knock this guy out before those 2 get activated. Now it should be a bit easier once these 2 get activated.
Some do say the Baron means to raise the tariffs again, even on greens and meat.
The wretched man serves only the merchants in his own greed.
His grandfather cared less for his pocketed gold and more for his soul's health, but no longer.
The builder's truth it is that men without belief do soften as rotten wood.
Hopefully this works. But yeah, as you can see, there are quite a few guards down here, which makes it pretty difficult to move around without being seen. How many times do I have to use the door for it to shut? But now in here we've got more empty chests. And throwable objects. seems to me that one time I figured out a way to get outside of the map here, if I remember correctly. Either that or I thought there would be a way out. I can't remember for sure. But I think... yeah, you can get out of the map. I mean, there's no use in doing it because you can't get back in once you do, but just a little fun tidbit there. Gonna pick up all the gold things from in here. And these all have names on them. Here lies Brother Wainwright, may his wheels turn forever in the hereafter. Here lies Brother Mason, truest of scholars. Here lies the unhappy Brother Dale, buried here as a symbol of lessons not learned. Here lies Brother Terence, he fought the unrighteous to his last breath. And here lies Father Theo, a teacher without peer, yet ever a student of discipline. Now I think the only person who's left up here... See, this room I can come in because there's no inverted hammer symbol by it. And same with this one. But there's nothing in these rooms. Now we've got the kitchen with some cheese. And some apples. Oh, and a carrot. Now we've got 3 gold bottles on this table. Am I hearing the priest? Now I have to be careful because that room is prohibited, so I have to wait for the right opportunity to knock him out. And though you might think that the right opportunity could be as he's coming this way, there is a door, or there is an area over there where he stops and he's facing over this direction. He's behind a wall or something there, but he still sees you if you try to get him. And I hear another guard. I wonder if he's down below in the basement. Now is my opportunity. And this is the High Priest. We've got a gold bottle, a key, and a golden hammer. And also, as was mentioned in that note, the holy symbol of the temple. Another gold bottle, a loaf of bread. And see, he would stand here, and like, once in a while he would like stop here and stare at this wall, but as you come around that corner, he spots you, so... And he uses magic, so we don't want to mess with him. And my mouse is kind of acting up, so I'm having trouble clicking things. Another key. Another apple. Got a health potion in there. I don't know what's going on with my mouse, but it's not working right. I hope it's not wearing down. I don't want to have to buy a new one. Got some loot in that chest. A tiara there, which is rather strange considering there's nothing but guys in this temple. Why would one of them have a tiara? I mean, not Not that there'd be anything wrong with it, it's just not normal. You don't normally see that. Okay, so we'll use one of these keys to open this and get more loot. I'm gonna be filthy stinking rich. More loot. Loaf of bread. A book. Volume 113. A stroke of thy chisel once made canst not be undone, but a stroke thou dost not make from fear is a worse flaw. Be not cautious, be correct. And my next episode may be a bit short, but I'm gonna cut this one here. I don't want to run over too long. So I'm gonna save, and thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.